Up next on 420 Live, we got the Bronson brothers heading up against Poor Dead Slanders once again in one-on-one action. 2 weeks ago, Brodiebronson and Deadrick Sanders went head-to-head, and Deadrick Sanders lost to Brodiebronson. The score is 1-1 between both of these teams as they're going into their first championship matchup, the 420 Live Best Buds Championships at Cannabis Slam. Brodiebronson and Deadrick Sanders looking to see who's going to get the victory as they head-to-head once again here tonight. The Bronson brothers making their way out to the ring, very cocksure about every single thing that they do. These dudes right here, just from a really hardcore background, and a lot of people don't seem to trust Colbybronson, who stands in the background of Brodiebronson, who's obviously the better half of the two. Both of these men come from the LSD brand, which will be reinstated the week after Cannabis Slam. Here tonight there on 420 Live, as they're going to be competing at Cannabis Slam for the first ever 420 Live Best Buds Championships. They're going to see who will walk away with the victory. It's one-on-one action between Brodiebronson and Deadrick Sanders. And these two dudes right here, the simple fact about them is that they're both black. One of them comes straight from the beach, one of them straight out of the DOC. They meet up with each other whenever, he gets out of jail. Poor Swan, and they decided to become a Best Buds tag team, and now they're here, ready to smoke some pot and just become one of the most famous tag teams in history. Poor Swan escaped from the beach, escaped from jail, and then went straight to the beach, met Deadrick Sanders, and now these guys are obviously one of the most talented teams in the history of weed smoking. Deadrick Sanders actually making the first hit on Brodiebronson. I think that's got to be a first. His overall is nowhere near the level of Brodiebronson. Brodiebronson goes by 3 different races and is an alien in comparison to a majority of the pot smokers. Really, just he's not a human. That's what I'm trying to say, and I don't know exactly where he gets all of the force from in his underwhelming strikes, but he takes out every single man that I've ever seen him in any match. I'm pretty sure he's undefeated ever since he's been here. He's being taken out by Deadrick Sanders. And that African Pride just laying a 69 formed frog splash all the way from the top, and now a Brody Blade. Oh my God, holy shit, did you see that? That was an alienated elbow right to the face of the man who came straight off of the beach, swimming just right into performing into a wrestling ring. I mean, we're talking about a complete renegade. And now we're taking out Colbybronson, putting his focus back on the Brody. And now a knee to the spine. Brodiebronson, one of the very quickest, a surfboard slide, a baseball slide, taking out Deadrick Sanders, who's trying to get back to his feet in this match. Slides back into the ring. Quick kick to the gut. Now a roundhouse kick right to the gut. Throwing Brody over the top. Going for a spear. This is where Deadrick Sanders goes to take flight. Going for a second splash. Ends up just smacking right dab onto the concrete floor. Brodiebronson. Holy shit, what is he going for here? This man has unlimited energy. He didn't land that move right there, but it's still cool because these are 2 world-class athletes, and we give them very much leeway for everything that they don't do. Oh, now Deadrick Sanders, oh my God, he went to catch that quick, and that's how quick Brodiebronson is. I'm at a loss for words. An armbar now being applied. Deadrick Sanders looking to get the upper hand, and Brody's just way too quick. His overall at 100, Deadrick's at 76. Now finally getting those punches right to the gut. And now he hits him with the Deadrick. With the Sanders slam. And right before 3, Brodiebronson's undefeated streak almost ended on 420 Live in solo competition. Deadrick Sanders was defeated by Brodiebronson 2 weeks ago on 420 Live. He's looking to right that wrong. As these All 4 of these men will be competing at Canada Slam for the 420 Live Best Buds Championships. That is the 3rd Best Buds Championships, which have been installed in the WWEED division, and it will be for the cruiserweights exclusively on the purple brand. That uppercut right there is like a finishing maneuver of Brodiebronson, and it just laid Deadrick Sanders out. Deadrick finally making it back to his feet and hitting his finishing maneuver. Double knees right to the back. And I think right there, he's going to finally end it. Brodiebronson ends up losing, and Deadrick Sanders evens out the score between both the teams heading into Canada Slam. So now it looks like the score is 2-1 between poor dead Swanders and the Bronson brothers. Next week, we'll see Colbybronson go head-to-head with poor Swan for the 2nd time. We'll see if we'll see a different outcome in the victory. But up next is the main event. Granddaddy Perp, who qualified for the 8-pack challenge, is going face-to-face with the 420 lead champion, the face of this show, Rolo Tomasi. This right here is what ended the matchup. Deadrick Sanders with that surfboard backbreaker. If he hits that in 2 weeks or 3 weeks time at Canada Slam, that he's going to win him and his African American partner the Best Buds Championships. It's not just about winning championships. You know, whoever wins these titles are going to be adding a huge highlight in their career. They're going to be the first team to ever hold these title belts.